All right. Hey guys, welcome to Monday Night Dream Team Zoom. It's already the 25th. We had an auto ship today. I can't believe January is almost over. Like, I don't know. My life seems to be going by really, really quickly. So tonight's going to be kind of casual because I'm going to talk big picture stuff. I know we had a promo at the launch today. There's a separate video. I went live in the team. I saw several other leaders go live in their team pages. Make sure you watch at least one, if not all of the videos you have access to, because this is a great promo to help grow your business. But I don't want to really get into that tonight because, like I said, there's already a lot of information out there about that. I do want to say if anybody is getting close to a rank advance, please make sure you let me know so that we can help you keep track and get there the last little bit. But tonight, I think I forget exactly how I titled it, maybe like who's winning. Who are you watching? And so I really do want this to be kind of casual. For those of you that can, you can unmute and talk. Oh, I need to pull up chat. That's what I need to do. You can unmute and talk. We can chat in the box. But the first question I'm going to ask you is, who do you follow and why are you following them? So type away or unmute and chit chat, like actual names of people, like who do you follow and why are you following them? Hey, Shantae. So I just asked the group, who do you follow? Do you mean people? Yeah, anybody. Like who are like, yeah, there could be a Thrive promoter that you follow. There could be maybe a social media influencer from a different company. Whoever it is, like who is it that you take time to follow, that you check their page, you check their stories? Like who? Courtney only follows one person. Like there's one person that you like to follow.
No, I just have fat fingers and can't type. So
you're so cute. So, oh, she muted again. Does nobody want to unmute and just throw out some names?
No, I can keep talking. There is a girl that I do like to follow. Her name is Katie Coberlin. She's actually from Indiana, and she's another Thriver. But I do like her post. I do like the content that she shares, and she's just kind of like real and honest and kind of down to earth, and like her energy is always like super high, like when she does her live videos. And so I do like to follow her for inspiration. Someone other than like Courtney Glazer, Maria, someone that I feel is relatable to me, close to my age, and not far from Ohio.
Okay, and she's relatable to you. You mentioned age, but you said you feel like she's very honest, like down to earth honest, or like if she's struggling with something, she'll just be honest about the struggle.
Yeah, both. I mean, like she's a mom, and like she is just like real and to the point. Like she doesn't like, candy coat, sugar coat, whatever you want to call it, anything. Like her confidence, like in the company and like the products that we have, like she's just really awesome about explaining it. And like when people, like she has so many people that like tune into her lives when she goes live. Like she's all the time got like interaction on there, and that's because she's relatable to her audience.
So as far as her promoting career goes, I mean, I don't know, like, is she a 200K? Would you say she's killing it in her business? Would you like what your impression of her is?
Oh yeah, she's a 200K. She's actually, I think, gone 200K on her husband's account too. Like she's working on like her parents' account right now. And like, she straight up tells you like, I've done this with my account, my husband's account. I'm working on my parents because like, I don't want them to have to worry about paying their mortgage. Like, I don't know. She's just like very goal driven. And like, I don't know. I just like watching her story and, how she is with people. It just kind of gives me ideas on like how to interact with different people and how to, like draw people to me.
Okay. Would you say that you can kind of steal her confidence?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's been a couple of her posts that I've definitely copied and like worded around a little bit to me and shared, and like definitely gotten a lot of interest from them because of her.
Cool. Olivia has 2 or 3. I know you're eating though, so that's okay. April says Rachel Hollis, yes. And Dave Hollis, yes. How many of you rocked your world that they're divorced? I know. Natasha Robertson, yes. And that's sweet that you said my name too. I kind of force you to follow me because I put you on these Zooms. But so let's talk about Rachel Hollis. What is it about her that makes people follow her? Why do you think she has so many people that follow her?
For me, she's driven and she just keeps the goals in the front four of her mind. And I read her books before I came to Thrive, so I already had like a goal board. I really resonated with her because she didn't have a college education, and I was in that boat not until not too long ago. And so I just admire that she is a over $1 million person that earns money, and all she has like her goals and her attitude. That's why she's got all that. So.
Speaking of, your husband made the nicest comment about you today. I hope you saw that.
I didn't.
Oh, you need to go into the Vibing and Thriving page and check out today's post and read what he said.
Okay.
All I could say was all, like, it was so cute. Okay, so it's a strong female, goal driven, no excuse, because she could have easily said, I can't do this because I didn't go to college, but she didn't use that. I mean, my God, when I think of Rachel Hollis, she could have easily been like, I have too many kids at home to do anything with my life right now except raise babies. But yeah, she definitely overcame. Rachel is very down to earth, honest, and open. Yes, again, somebody that's very honest about what's going on in their life. Yes. And obviously Dave he's basically been forced to be honest whether he wanted to or not, because she was honest about everything. Natasha. So let's talk about Natasha. What is it about Natasha that you guys like? Anybody?
I like that she's just her energy level. After I watch a couple of her videos, her energy level is so high that she makes you want to be on that level with her.
Very good point. Anybody else? All right. Is there anybody else that wants to say somebody that they follow or that they find influential? Like, we're not all going to go stalk these people. I mean, you totally can if you want, but you don't have to. All right. So basically what I want to talk about tonight is kind of success in the big picture. Two separate people tonight, actually three maybe, but for two I caught and I wrote it down. People are attracted to these people because they have high energy. That exact phrase was used to describe two separate people, two completely different people. Sounds like they're from different parts of the world. High energy is what attracted us to them, and that they're honest and down to earth. So I want you to think about that, because I know a lot of times when people are like, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to talk about, what should I say? No one here listed that they were attracted to jazzy marketing campaigns. They were attracted to honesty. They were attracted to an individual that overcame some obstacles, has plenty of excuses, but isn't using them. And they're honest about their obstacles and they're honest about their excuses, but they keep their energy high. Am I nailing that? Okay, so I want you to think about what are some things that you can do to have high energy. Now, I know we're all thrivers and I know everyone's like, I just got to take my Thrive. Like, cut the cute stuff. Like, what is it that you could do for better energy? And it's going to be different for all of you. Some of you might need to be more active and take better care of your own personal health so that you can have energy. Some of you may need to start cutting the to-do list and cutting people off and learning to say no so that you can maintain your high energy, right? So I want you to think about that. Like, what are some things that you can put them in chat if you feel comfortable. If not, don't worry. Like, I was actually in a chat today. I want to say maybe it was Edie's customer. I forget now, but he and I were discussing, he was like, I hate to work out. And I was like, dude, same. I'm like, everybody just thinks because I'm a trainer, I love to work out. I'm like, the first 10 minutes suck every time. I'm like, but I know if I get through the 10 minutes, then I'll feel better. And that's actually my deal. If I get to the 10 minutes and I'm still not having fun and I hate it, I will quit. 99% of the time I'm having fun by then, but I have to do that to keep my energy high because if I don't, I'm like a bump on a log all day. Olivia says mine is pound, hands down. If my legs would let me do it, I do it all day long. And I love when you put those videos up there too. And so case in point, Olivia has a lot of people like to watch her because why? She does pound on her stories. She lets people see that it's hard. She's sweating. She's out of breath. She's got a kid running around. She's doing it in the middle of her living room. That's very honest. She has tons of excuses and reasons to not do it, but she's doing it. And I know I like to watch her do it. Like even if it's just like 20 seconds, I'm like, you go, girl. I'm so proud of you. Sandra, I'm afraid she's going to hit the ceiling fan. I actually was afraid she was going to hit the baby the other day because the baby came in the room. I literally was watching the story and I was like, oh, but you did it.
I have hit the ceiling fan and the baby. So.
Oh my God. See, honesty. We like honesty. That's funny. I didn't know you hit the ceiling fan, but I definitely did. You almost hit the baby the other day. Or I should say the baby almost hit you because you were doing it and she's the one that came in. But anyway, so what are some things you could do to raise your energy? And again, I know the gut instinct is to be like, I take Thrive, I'm a thriver, blah, blah, blah. But I also know that you're a human. And I'm not interested in the marketing campaign of you, the version of you as a thriver. I'm interested in you as a human who has goals and objectives. And I know for a fact, if we can raise your energy, you can do better with your goals. So this is the time, and you don't have, I know we're on a Zoom and people are like, I don't want to talk about this. You don't have to talk about it right now, but please know, ditch the jazzy marketing campaign. Like I know I'm going to do a story tomorrow too about my jumper cables and how great they make me feel. And thank God I have them. And honestly, thank God I have them. But at the same time, there's a real me under here that even some days when I take my capsules, I still don't feel the best, right? Like maybe there's something stressful going on in life. Maybe I didn't get activity for the day. So I want you to think about what could you do to raise your energy? And remember, it's not always what you need to add. Sometimes it's what you need to take away. Sometimes there's a continuing conflict in your life that you need to deal with that you've just put off and put off. I promise you, if you deal with it, while it might suck in the process, it will raise your energy in the end. And then being more honest. So not only just being more honest with Facebook or social media, I'll call it, but being honest with yourself. Okay. Like I really, really want you to get to the heart of your, like, what are you struggling with? Don't be embarrassed or ashamed that you're struggling with anything, because who are the people you guys just listed that you love? Rachel Hollis has had the most public divorce that I have ever seen in my life from both sides. Every detail is out there, but it's so much more compassion for them because the fact that they're not hiding it, they're not pretending, like they're literally laying it out for you. I missed some things. Working out even in the days I don't want you fuels me. Yes. Being with people. Yeah. This whole thing, like this whole pandemic and being like trapped at home a lot, you can tell people are struggling because we're not getting to be around people. And energy breeds energy. So there are like certain friends in my life that I know when I get around them, I'm going to feel amazing because we're going to bring each other up, and we're not getting to spend that time together. So that's something where you may have to say, you know what, instead of sitting here watching this Netflix or whatever, or watching this YouTube tonight, I need to call my friend. It's not the same as being in the room, but it would be very helpful for you, maybe if that's something that you're struggling with. But I just want you don't have to air all your dirty laundry on social media to be a great, social media person. I don't want to call it influencer, but I want you to know you also don't have to be fake on social media, right? You don't have to pretend that everything is hunky dory because Rachel and Dave coming out and getting a divorce, I can guarantee they sold books just because of that. People are like, wait, I need to read the book now. I thought they were happily married. I need to know what's going on, blah, 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 right? So just being you, raising your energy and taking care of yourself, to me, is winning. I know a lot of times, that's okay. I'm glad you got to have your family Christmas. A lot of times I think that we get wrapped up following people because in our eyes, they're winning, right? They have PPA through the roof. They've got, 5 new auto bonus earners. They've got some bonus, blah, blah, blah. Like we get wrapped up in that winning. I want you to remember every time you see somebody winning, A, they've gone through challenges they've not talked about. B, and this is going to sound bad, but I know a lot of people who project themselves as a winner, as the highest paid rank and all these things, and they're not. And so instead of being like, you know what, I was the highest paid rank, I'm struggling. I'm working. I'm going to build this business. I'm going to keep working on myself and being honest about it. They're faking it. And that's a horrible place to be because it's going to mess with your brain. It's going to mess with your team's brain. And my point is, I want you to decide what truly means winning to you. To me, truly winning with my Lavelle career is getting out of debt, like being out of debt. And I will say early on, it got really exciting because we went on some trips and I could like go get my nails done if I wanted to. And then I had money, I could buy something. Then I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get into this business to get my nails done. I got into this business to make some money to pay off some debt. And so when I got really serious about, to me, what winning meant, and if you join this business to buy purses, knock your socks off. It's your goals, it's your thing. I'm not downplaying anyone's goals, but I'm just saying, like, I need you to think what truly means winning to me, and how can I go about doing that in an honest manner while taking care of myself so I keep a high energy. Let me see. Like, there are some people in this business who, it's funny, like there are some, I'm going to call them famous. Like there's famous people in Lavelle, right? Like there's names I could say right now and everyone's like, yep, know her, follow her, love her. And then there are people in this company making buku bucks that you've never heard of, ever. They just work the business. They keep they may not skyrocket and make it on a PPA leaderboard, but they always, every single month for the last 7 years, have had a PPA of 4. Like they always work the business. They have a consistent paycheck. To me, that's winning. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about bonuses. I think they're fun, but I don't think they define someone as a winner, like overall in life. Am I making sense here? And so really where this is coming from is, and I talked about it a little bit last night on the power planning, is that book that I'm currently reading. I'm almost done. I'm so sad I'm almost done because I think I'm going to listen to it again. But when he said in the book, less impressed, more involved, that literally hit me in the gut, because I know there are so many times where I will get wrapped up and be like, well, that person already got this, and that person already did that, and that person's been in this business less than me, and she already has a bigger team than me. Like you know what I mean? Like you get all wrapped up. And so, and I'm just going to talk, I don't know if I should talk about her because we're being recorded. I'm not going to use names, but there is a person who had a bunch of people, including this team, following her like 2 to 3 days a week, doing everything she said, building our business based on what she said, like just thinking the world of her. And then she jumped ship and went someplace else because she wasn't truly winning. She was playing the part of a winner. And so I want you to think about that. When you see people winning on social media, I know it's exciting. I know it's fun. I get the same way. Sometimes I see a post and I'm like, damn, that's good. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to use that. But then I have to stop and think, I don't talk like that to someone. I would never just bring up a conversation about, I don't know, my car to someone. So I just want you to be genuine and honest with yourself, and not, I mean, this is all coming down to not comparing yourself to other people, because here, and I'm not by any means saying that anything is happening to the company. Okay. But this is how I think about life and business in general, because I've had a lot of businesses in my life. Tomorrow, if the bottom fell out, let's say the CDC, they're on my shit list right now, so let's just blame it on them. Let's say the CDC came in and said, guess what? No more vitamins can be made. All the supplies have to go to someplace else. Nothing can happen. You're all out of a job. Where would you be? I know personally, I've spent a lot of time building rapport with customers, with teammates. I've spent my money that I've made to pay off debt. So where would you be? So I want you to think about this. When you're working for this money, and we are working for money, that's what we're here for. I want you to think of that money less as a flashy, I'm winning, I'm super important, and more of, what am I going to do to change my life with this money? Maybe it's pay off your home. Maybe it's pay off your car. Maybe it's start a savings account. Like, what are you going to do? Because if the bottom dropped out tomorrow, are you going to look back and be like, oh, I didn't really make money. I had that opportunity. I piddled with it for 4 or 5 years. I know I probably should have put my head down. I should have just like gone for it. I shouldn't have worried about what people said. I could have already paid my car off by now, but I didn't because I wasn't sure. People didn't like my Facebook post. I didn't think I was doing a good job. Do you see where I'm going with this? I want you to think big picture, like be selfish. Think about you and your family and your family's goals, because that will help you keep yourself honest, like in your work ethic, obviously, because if you're being honest with yourself and you've got these goals that you want to do, you're going to show up to work every day. That's the thing, you guys, you don't have a boss. There's nobody telling me to come into this office and do reach outs during the day. But I have things I want to be able to do. And I've said this before, like it's a hell of a lot easier than like working on a power line in the middle of a storm. Like I will send reach outs. Sandra, you win when you take the gifts you've been given and develop them and use them to help others. Yes, I totally agree with that. Completely agree. And so same thing, like, are you churning through customers because you're just trying to earn a trip? Or are you actually like helping people change their health and keeping up with them? Like, I want you to think long haul. I get that Lavelle is constantly giving us promos and giving us incentives. That's what they do, you guys. That's how they run the business. That's how they keep things exciting. That's how they keep people moving. That's their business. Your business is you. So I want you to run your business honest, high energy, right? I want you to take care of yourselves. I want you to use your income to build your business. And I don't want you to worry about trying to be a superstar on Facebook or the next TikTok viral video, because as fun as that might be, and you might get a whole bunch of likes or whatever out of it, and you might go buy a new shirt to do the video, and you might get your hair done to do the video, you could just do good old fashioned reach outs and customer relations, and you could have 4 new customers this month. So I just want you to think about the people that you follow. When you take time to follow someone, that takes time away from your business. So I want to make sure you're not following people just because they seem to be winning. I want to make sure if you're spending your time investing in someone else's life, being impressed with their life, you have to remember every minute you spend impressed with them, you're pulling away from your own business. So I think it's okay to look for motivation, inspiration, ideas, things like that. But if you find yourself in a rabbit hole and you're like, wait, she got her auto bonus when? And she's driving a what now? And now she got her husband's account, and like, that's pulling away from, that's not motivating you as much as it's like stirring up some stuff, right? Like you said, less impressed, more involved. When you feel yourself like, and it's just human nature. Like humans want to be around people that are winning. Like, it's like when the zombies come, who are you looking for? The guy who's winning the fight, right? You want to be next to that person. You are the biggest, strongest person that can kill the zombies. That's the winner. Maybe it's a she. I shouldn't keep saying he, but that's the person you're drawn to. We are drawn to that. I get it. But remember, everything you see on social media is not always real. Shocker. But I want you to be real, and I want you to be honest with yourself about why you're doing this business. Because on the days that it sucks, and you guys all know there are days where it sucks, you cannot worry about that. Don't worry about your post not getting enough likes, or so-and-so said it's a pyramid scheme, or whatever you're dealing with for the day. It won't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Like, I want you to think big picture. This is your business, right? Lavelle has a business to run. They run it a particular way to keep us all excited and moving. They bring out new products. They take us places. They do all the fun stuff. But what are you building big picture? Like, I mean, I will use Mari as an example because I respect her hustle and the fact that she still constantly works. They lived in a trailer while they built their house. They paid cash to build that house. They just bought a ranch. You guys, she could easily stop working. She doesn't need to work. The rest of us little worker bees could be working for years, and Mari could just milk off of that. But she's not doing that. She'll be the first to tell you. She wants to make sure that if it goes away tomorrow, she spent all of her pennies the way she should have spent them. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't get to buy some fancy stuff now, but in the beginning, even when in my eyes, she was like super successful, and like 5 years ago, she was working every day. She was putting every penny away. She was paying off all their debt. She paid cash for everything they bought. Like, it's big picture success that I want you to wrap your mind around. Because when you wrap your mind around big picture success, You don't let little crap bother you. She had 80K. Yeah, $80,000 in student loans she had to pay off. Like, think about that. And she has 4 kids with $80,000 of student loans. I mean, not now, she paid them off, but in that moment. I think most people would be like, you know what? I'm just going to have student loans forever because I have to buy my kids clothes. But this was the opportunity that she had, and that's what she did with it. So my point is, we all have the same opportunity. So whatever it is that's stopping you from going whole hog with this business and not taking, excuses, get rid of it. Raise your energy. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the people that you're working with, like your customers and your team, and go for it. Like, just go for it. There is so much talent on this team. It's unreal. Like, unreal. When the shit hit the fan in March, this team exploded because people had to. A, they had time. B, they had no money coming in. This was the only thing they had. Stuff reopened in May and June. People actually went back to lower paying jobs because it was secure. It was what they knew, it was what they had ahead of time. Don't sell yourself short, you guys. This is the most lucrative, and I've told you this before, of all the businesses we've ever had, this takes the least amount of effort and makes the biggest paycheck. I mean, I don't even know any other way to say that, but it is. You have this huge opportunity in front of you. So I want you to do some deep thinking about how you can raise your energy, because there's something holding you back. There is, because we're human, things hold us back. So maybe you're sleeping in. Maybe, Sonia, maybe you're staying up too late. I'm just picking on you because I know that you do that. Maybe, maybe like I said, you're not moving your body. Maybe you're not taking the time to read your Bible or do your gratitude. And I know some of these things are repetitive, but as much as we talk about them, people don't do them, or they do them for a few days, but they don't stick to it. And it's those kinds of things that will help, like, literally raise your energy. And when you have that inside energy, that's when you can attract people to you. And that's when you can lead people, because the thing that we sell is a lifestyle. So that's what you want to project to people. I don't want people coming to me and thinking that Thrive is going to cure everything that bothers them and make them think that Thrive is going to cause them to miraculously lose 50 pounds. And so that's why I don't talk about those things, right? But you do see people that talk about that. You see people who started off skinny and that are still skinny, and they're out there talking about how Thrive helped them lose weight. I'm like, well, that's quick Facebook search and I can prove that's not true, right? And it's not a weight loss product. So be honest about what it is that Thrive does for you. It doesn't always have to be this crazy thing. Like, people want to be healthy and enjoy their life. And if Thrive is helping you be healthy and enjoy your life, you guys, that's like the key to happiness. Like, it just is. So I want you to take care of yourselves and chase this opportunity with everything you have. And if there's something holding you back, I want you to get rid of it. And I know it might be hard. It's so much easier said than done. A healthy lifestyle, people. Yes, a healthy lifestyle. And that could mean so many things to so many people. Some people might need to lose weight. Maybe that's their healthy life. That's what's holding them or keeping them from being healthy. Some people maybe don't sleep well. Some people maybe have so much stress in their life, they don't know how to deal with it. Some people just eat crap. Like, they might not be heavy set, but they just eat, they're malnourished, like, legitimately, because they're eating out of boxes and bags all day. Like, it can just bring so much to a person's life, like it's brought to your guys' life. So think about that when you're making your posts. Think about, like, if you want people to follow you the way you've been following people, remember the 2 things we called out. They have high energy and they're honest. So next time you're making a post and you're trying to be all jazzy with your marketing campaign, remember this conversation. And the next time you're going to go live or you're going to take a picture or whatever, check your energy. Is it high? If it's not, what can you do to change that before you go live or before you take the picture, right? Like, please don't go on Facebook and be like, I've got a deal. You're whatever. Like, nobody, like, don't do that. But also don't be fake. You guys have seen those lives where they're like, oh my God. Ah. Don't do that either, because that's not real either. Like, be you, but be the energetic you. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope this helps you wrap your mind around some things, because I know for a fact we spend too much time following other people and comparing ourselves to people, because those are the messages that I get on this phone all day long about so-and-so did this and so-and-so did that and so-and-so. And I know that so-and-so hasn't done shit in the real world. So please do shit in the real world and follow yourselves. Become the person you want to follow. Less impressed, more involved. Okay? All right, I'm going to post this on the YouTube. I'll see you guys later. Bye.